with the restriction that not more than 2 samples come from a single village, and we have got teams in every district we have seen, so those samples are available. So these survey findings, 75% farmers we have actually surveyed. Rest 2 visits means March, and then finally in the April mid-May we will be taking up. So whatever numbers we will be presenting is based on till February. So now coming to Gujarat, if you see what actually happened in Gujarat. So we have already spoken to 2,900 farmers across all the districts. We have got lat long, we have got pictures, we have got all the data supporting. Now coming based on survey, so there is almost 46% farmers reported decrease in acreages. So as industry also said that there was a decrease in acreages. So what happened actually? So how the rains were there? So Gujarat was blessed. We had a very good rains in Gujarat, and then cumulative from October till 31st January. So even all the areas largely crop there was good, moisture was available. But if you see this circle, I have circle. So from almost in August 2nd till September 2nd fortnight, almost 3 weeks, there was heavy rainfall. I will not say heavy, it's a very, very heavy. If you see the normal range, which is the dark blue line, it is almost 100, 102 mm. This is the range. But the range which was seen by the castor grown areas, actually one more point. This graph is only for these 13 districts, not for the Gujarat. These are in 13 districts we have cumulated what happened in these districts. So this is the line which happened. So it almost 100 mm gone to 300 mm, means 200% more rainfall. And that too not in the event, it stretched to a 3 week. That is the reason where most of the problems started coming. Farmers have to sow, re-sow 2 times, even 3 times were there. So multiple sowing we have observed in Kutch, Morbi, Junagadh, Patan and Surendra. Now I will just say how the crop is. So there are, if you go in the field, there are 3 types of crop standing in the field right now in Gujarat. One is the timely sown, which has survived these rainfall. What happened if water, there is some highland areas and lowland areas. Once the rain falls and it doesn't stay in the field, it passes off, then that crop is good standing. That is the one type of crop you will see in the fields. Second is the field where once the crop is literally damaged and farmer has to re-sow. So obviously it's a new crop which is almost 15, 20, 25 days delay. And third type of crop which is there, where actually the damage happened, 25-30% of the crop died, then farmer didn't went for re-sowing. He said, okay, I'm okay with it. In that field, you will find lot of weeds. And the plant population per hectare is decreased in those areas. So you will be taking coming up 3 types of field, but the crop is good in that field as well. So this is how the different 3 types of crops you will see. And the first crop is good, second crop is good, plant population is less, you will have 1 type of yield range, and the third is the re-sown crop. There is some insect damage also was reported in some Banaskantha area. And one more point which was in my earlier session, yes, once the crop was damaged, there is a shift, remarkable shift, which was captured in this our survey. Even the red gram, which we call it tur, to groundnut. So some part also said, the farmer said cotton, because they don't want to risk sowing and keep on re-sowing. So this is what the survey key findings are. So this is how the rainfall happened. Now, if you see, now rainfall is a one-time event. Then this is the soil moisture. Whatever we are saying about these 13 districts, so if you see, this is a graph. So whatever the dark brown color is the soil moisture. These are the every 15 days interval from July till Jan. Every 15 days, how the soil moisture was maintained at this particular area. So if you see throughout the season, soil moisture was much better than last year, which is the light blue color, and pink color which you are seeing, it's the average of last 5 years. 5 years during this time, during this district, how the average, because in agriculture nothing is absolute, it's always relative. So we always compare this year versus last year versus in this particular district last 5 years average. So if you see there is a continued good moisture. So there is a reason for it why fields are coming better. So what happened? Now if you see last year, there were in June there was a cyclone and a lot of sowing happened. But thereafter, soil moisture reduced. It couldn't continue up till December. But this year, what happened? Rains were in September, temperatures came down, there was no loss, so soil moisture was maintained in these fields, and which is already evident. This is evident thing from satellites and other data sets that we had a good moisture, which is resulting in better yields now. Yield doesn't come one day because it has to go through the whole season. And every fortnightly we are monitoring this castor, and this is one of the reasons. Now, second important reason is the temperatures. Temperatures again, every fortnightly, this year versus last year versus average of 5 years. If you see, maximum temperature remain almost in optimal range, while it was slightly lower in September, October, but in January it is slightly higher. Just for your, because this year we had a warmer winters. Warmer winters means, because castor is a tropical and subtropical crop, they don't love lot of lower temperatures. Same is for sugarcane. So this time, being a warmer season, there was a more photosynthetic activity on the plant, supported by a good soil moisture, which is resulting in the yield you are getting now. And similarly, there is a diurnal temperature concept, which is we also look at the minimum. So minimum were also high. If you see, minimum is always also higher than last year and average. So there is a gap between the diurnal temperatures, and which will actually help the crop throughout its life cycle. We are talking from July till January. Because next analysis we are having today, 15th is there, so tomorrow our analysis will start for this. Every 15 days we analyze the crop. Now, one important thing, what happened to the crop? So this year, what we have done, we have taken the acreages in each district. Banaskantha, we have taken all castor acreage from Banaskantha and monitored these from October, November, December, January. What is happening in Banaskantha to the crop? In vis-a-vis last year in Banaskantha. So actually this is little confusing, these colors. But if you see, I take an example of Banaskantha. So October, these last two lines are there. Then November, then December, then January. So it gives a district-wise what happened in this crop and what happened. So there is a difference in trend. So we call it a NDVI, Normalized Differential Vegetative Index. So most districts experienced decline in NDVI October because September was heavy rainfall, so crop got damaged throughout all the districts, which shows a lower NDVI in comparison to last year's October. Later, crop recovery indicated. What happened because of soil moisture, abundant sunshine, crop started coming down. So NDVI started better, and coming right now in January, what we see, it's better than last year, what we have seen. So this is a district-wise analysis we have done, and that is exactly for castor crop. No other crop is involved. So, as we have said that government estimated 6.46 vis-a-vis last year's of 7.24, which is down by almost 11%. But remote sensing, instead of 6.46, we are saying it's only 6.38 lakh, which is standing on the crop, which we can see. Now coming to these numbers, almost the production and yield numbers we have done using government data. But if you see, we have given two more data sets. Government last year was 7.24 lakh hectares, is down to 6.46 lakh hectare, almost 11%. But however, the yields are improving by 5% vis-a-vis last year. And total production is estimated to decline by 6%, with 15.74 lakh metric ton to 14.75. However, these numbers actually are based on my up till February survey data. I know the most crucial part is going to come, as everyone said, how the temperatures move. So it might go up and down, but it will have a little variation only. Downside, yes, there can be more downside if really temperature goes crazy. So this is how the numbers look like. Along with this, for your knowledge, we have also given, based on survey, we are seeing 6.4. However, based on remote sensing, it's 6.38. Similarly, we have done for Rajasthan. Rajasthan, these are 4 districts. Again, largely the same pattern also followed in Rajasthan. Again, Rajasthan, these 4 districts, they have experienced a very heavy rainfall. Heavy rainfall, but lesser than Gujarat actually. So, crop is much better in Rajasthan. But yes, there is a shift in acreages. like excessive rainfall in Jodhpur and Survai districts. Lot of flooding was there and resowing and sowing and resowing was done. And in Castor to groundnut was farmers also shifted in Jalore and Survai, and some even got converted land into pomegranate. Some pest infestations were reported. Yes, one more point. Because the late sown crop, which is standing now, it is delayed. It is almost the first harvesting must be coming and second harvesting for the earlier crop. But right now, if the temperature goes up, I was discussing with my friends from Datewada, the most important is the sucking pest, which can attack the crop if temperature immediately goes up, which might be another factor of yield loss if it happens that way. So same thing, lower yields are expected in resowing areas where the plant population is low, and otherwise all the areas are normal to good yield we are expecting in Rajasthan. Same pattern, if you see soil moistures were good in Rajasthan also, because these are all the same agroclimatic conditions in Gujarat actually, only the state boundary, otherwise agroclimatic zone is same. So same is with the temperatures, crop health. If you see, there is an NDVI decline in Jalore and Jodhpur during October, means weak vegetative growth. While Barmer, if you see Barmer, the second one, Barmer remained mostly stable and slight decline but showed improvement in January. So by end of the season, if I am seeing this grey part, so most of them yields crop condition is better, much better. So acreage is again it's down by 12%. From 1.79 to 1.7 lakh. However, with our remote sensing, it is 1.67 lakh hectares, which we can see. So, government acreage declined by almost 12% in Rajasthan, 19.3 lakh to 1.7 lakh hectares. However, yields improved to almost 3% in these 4 districts, and total production is expected to decline by 9% vis-a-vis last year. Similarly, Andhra, obviously there are two 125 farmers we have done, surveys farmers, sample size was there because there were only 2-3 districts, and the crop is already harvested. So again, but in Andhra there was an erratic monsoon, means it was marked by intense short spell followed by prolonged dry spells. So there was an erratic rainfall, but yes, moisture was available throughout the season, although there were some gaps there. So this is again a soil moisture. You can see the graph better than last year. Same is about the temperatures, maximum and minimum, crop health. So finally, if you see numbers, so actually it's a very small area, so small percentage makes a high difference. So don't go by 38%. It is only 0.6 lakh to 0.38 lakh hectares. The area has decreased. However, yields have improved much better, 8% up yield than last year. And total production is almost 0.8 lakh declined to 0.5 fold. Which is the account on the acreage. Now coming to all India level, how it looks like, how the picture looks like. So government acreage declined by 12%. I am talking about the government acreage. If you add our remote sensing, it will further decline. But here with all practical purposes, we are considering that. So 9.8 lakh to 8.68 lakhs. Yield is improved by 5% if I combine all the things vis-a-vis last year. Total production expected to be down by almost 8% from 19.7 to 8.22 lakh tons. However, this particular numbers are based on February, because 2 more surveys we will be conducting, because that will be the most crucial survey. Once we will go in the field in March and in April, that is the point where all the impact will start coming in. However, for your understanding, this particular, there is a cold wave, because this year we are having a very weak western disturbances. Actually, India is facing a challenge. Nowadays we don't have any spring. We directly land from winters to summers. And this particular spring season, it is getting reduced. So that is the reason which all the crops are facing, like mustard is also facing because of high yield, and same is for other rabi crops. So thanks, that's all from me. Any questions?
Thank you so much, Mr. Anil Rahul. Manisha ji, would I invite you to kindly honor Mr. Rahul, if you don't mind, Ms. Manisha Gupta. Give her a big round of applause. Rahul sir, in the center, please. Thank you. companies for their contribution towards the Castor Oil Sustainability Effort Project 2024-2025, International Castor Oil Association. Thank you, Manisha ji. Thank you, sir. Castor Oil price, forecast and forex market. We now invite Mr. Soma Sekar, Vice President, Mrs. Transgraph Consulting Private Limited, to share his views on castor oil price, forecast and forex market. A warm welcome to you, sir.